How do everyone, and welcome back to Royville in 4-color one-shot. My name is Stefan, and without further ado, let's get into the issue. Today I have for you Justice League Dark Volume 2, Number 8. Hopefully you can see that cover. It is of Fate's helm, and it looks like all of the Justice League Dark members are being liquefied in it, bound by fate. I really like the art on this cover. All right, so this issue starts with Dr. Kirk Langstrom in the basement of the Hall of Justice, where kind of the Justice League Dark Clubhouse is. So he's been grounded because the other members of the League are starting to think he's going crazy, probably because of what was happening last issue. Well, yeah, he might be. He thinks that probably the best thing for him to do is to start to figure out how to do magic. Kirk, okay. So he starts looking at all of the books that are down in the basement. I guess that's where they keep the tomes and everything, and starts to try to figure out what's going on and how can someone do magic. Next, we see Wonder Woman and Zatanna. They are fighting the Demons 3. It's a kind of a little bad guy group in the DC universe. And Zatanna, casts a spell that brings them into her. Once again, okay. Diana wondering why she did this. Zatanna, hey, I need all the power I can get. I'm fighting basically a war for survival. We all are. So I'm going to take their power into me, as she's basically glowing with demon power for a brief moment. Her eyes are glowing and the like. Is she going a little too far? I'm not exactly sure. So then we go to the Oblivion Bar. This is the bar that Bobo owns, and it is packed. I mean, football night at the pizza joint has nothing on this place. There is magical entities and magical people, practitioners, and everything crowded into the bar, which is funny because the bar expands the more people are in it. There's also a little kind of funny thing where the Swamp Thing has turned himself into a bunch of adorable little gremlins that are helping serve everybody in the bar. They kind of little fun twist there. I thought it was kind of neat. Well, at that point, Jason Blood comes in, the host of Etrigan, and says that, well, we can't rely on going to Limbo because heaven and hell, their negotiations have broken down. They're not going to let anybody in. Everybody's a little upset because the first of the fallen, Morningstar, has been defeated. So all bets are off. They're closing the doors. No refugees there. And so there's a big kind of to-do about that. Swamp Thing is very upset. He reconstitutes himself from the little cute gremlin men and is very upset, saying that this is unacceptable, and starts yelling at Jason Blood. Well, let's go back to Diana and Zatanna. They have defeated the 3 demons, the Demons 3, and are now trying to talk to Felix Faust, a sorcerer, also a villain in the DC universe. they get to his inner sanctum and they see that it is broken up, and that Faust is basically, his mind has been lost. He's kind of in a vegetative state. They need the information because they're looking for Mordru, a powerful evil sorcerer, because that's where Zatanna's father said that they needed to go next. She kind of bullies herself against Faust, with Diana kind of trying to take a step back. But with the ruby of life that her father gave her, Zatanna is able to draw just a little bit of Faust's mind back, and he says midnight. Midnight. What could that mean? So we go back to the Oblivion Bar. As we're kind of going through these scenes rather quickly, kind of showing the hectic nature of what's going on in the magical community of the DC universe. And at this point, the Swamp Thing and Jason Blood are kind of almost to blows, and Jason Blood basically transforms into Etrigan, the rhyming demon that inhabits him, And I would not like to have to write Etrigan's dialogue because everything he says is in rhyme. But they do a good job here. And they start to argue about what they're going to do, where they're going to go. And just when they think that they might have an answer, because Bobo doesn't want to go to the mystical realm of Mira. He doesn't want to bring everybody there because in the last issue we found out the issue before the last issue, we found out that it's a small realm and it has problems of its own. But then they're kind of left with no choice as the curtains of the Oblivion Bar open, and it's the Upside Down Man. And he is looking around to see what's on the menu, and it's not food for him, it's not food for the other kind, as the other kind are walking in behind him. Everybody obviously starts to freak out at this. We'll get back to that. So we go and we find that that Midnight is some kind of social club in Hell's Kitchen in New York. It's owned and operated by a voodoo practitioner, I believe he is, called Papa Midnight. So it wasn't a time, it was a person, a place. They try to talk to him to figure out where Mordru is, and Papa Midnight says that they've seen him there every once in a while, but the last time he was here, he had a run-in with a group called the Cold Flame, and not very good for the Cold Flame, I guess, but he hasn't been seen since. They say, basically, thank you for the information, and you can come with us to the Oblivion Bar so that you can basically be with the other refugees, because Midnight's place was in ramshackles. It was attacked and many people were killed because of the other kind. And he, being probably smarter than a lot of individuals around here, around what's going on, he says, so all of the magical people are at the Oblivion Bar? Well, yeah, safety in numbers. Whoa. No. Seems like a smorgasbord to me. Well, yeah. And he asked, so John Constantine, he got out? He got defeated? He's not in play anymore? Well, yeah, he got defeated. Yeah, if that guy who can survive anything has been taken out, I am definitely not going to the Oblivion Bar and just hanging out with this smorgasbord of magical talent. So we go back to the Oblivion Bar, and everyone is obviously freaking out. And Bobo at this point has no choice. So he lifts the Sword of Night and creates a magical portal to Mira. And the refugees start running and escaping the Oblivion Bar, with a few of them being snatched up by not only the Upside Down Man, but the other kind. Few of them meet grisly deaths. However, a lot of them get out and are able to basically close the door to Mira so that they're safe for now. While this is going on, while they're actually fleeing, the comic kind of does a moment of fleeing, a panel of that, and then Langstrom, Kirk, casting the spell. And I'm like, oh my God, Kirk, what are you doing? This has got to end badly. But I was wrong. The spell he was trying to cast was to free. Now, I have to say the name. I have to look at it. Khalid Nasser, a previous practitioner, a previous Dr. Fate, I believe. And he's able to free him. And Khalid's like, how did you do this? I didn't even think you were good at magic. And Langstrom, much to his credit, says, well, you got to be really smart to create a serum that turns you into a Batman. And he was able to just use his noggin and the ritual items to cast this spell to free Khalid. Well, there's not enough time now. Khalid basically has to quickly tell Langstrom that what they're doing, because Langstrom knows that everyone's going to escape to Mira. And Khalid's like, no, they can't do that. That's exactly what Naboo wants. Naboo wants everybody in one spot, and he's going to close the sphere of the gods so that they cannot escape. Please, don't let them do it. But it's too late. It's already been done. And as Bobo is saying that I think we're all safe now, Naboo and the Lords of Order show themselves in Mira. Yeah. What's going to happen next? Is Naboo going to be able to destroy all the magical practitioners in one fell swoop? Langstrom and Khalid, Diana, and Zatanna are not with them. Will they be able to help? Not exactly sure. But I have the next issue, and I'll probably be reading it soon. So if you like this review of Justice League Dark number 8, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Are you enjoying the Justice League Dark story? Do you think Kirk should have been able to cast the spell? Do you think everybody's screwed? Let me know in the comments. Until then, everybody, thanks for watching, and keep reading.